Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Welcome everybody, welcome to the show. Let me introduce you to some dudes in case you don't know. First we got Aziz all the way from Kuwait. Always got a point when it's time for debate. Oh my Lanta, some call him Dan. Got the dad jokes in the palm of his hand. Boom Sauce McNasty got his eyes on the news. Got his ear to the streets and he's down for the crew. Next up is Clown, the DIY king. Got a juice line and some coils that sing. Then there's a bear who's smarter than average. Quick with a wit, his name Vapor Swaggins. Then there's the homie, we know him as Frames. And too many guests to remember the names. Together they make up this killer vape panel. So hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Vaping with the Ohmies.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vaping with the Homies. What's in the news, Poon Sauce? Alright, guys. It's that time for Dan's Dad Joke of the Week.
What is going on, Ohmies? Welcome back for episode 26, I believe we're on now, of Vaping with the Ohmies, and we are joined by our amazing guests. They're actually down here in this caddy corner for me. We've got Rescued Eliquid in the house, guys. Super stoked to have them on, so of course we'll be talking to them all about Rescued Eliquid and all that good stuff, but we're going to do what we normally do and start off this show with what we are vaping on. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to my man Clown Vapes, or, you know, KVTV as he's going by now. So what you got, bro? What you vaping on, man?
Very true. Let's see. Get the Bennett Tool Customs box.
Ooh.
With what is this thing again? The BTD or whatever. I don't know. It was a recommendation from Swaggins. I was like, all right, we'll get it. And that I got some manga bees from 12 Monkeys.
Hell yeah, man.
And then next we got the Blotto. Finally got my hands on one.
Oh, hey, dude.
Gen 2.
I'll save that for later.
Buddies now. And in that I got Surf Satisfying. Yeah, that's what it is. And then lastly, I'm still rocking this thing. It's like my walk around the house kind of setup.
That's really
dude,
Easy
it's
box.
dope though.
Yeah, I know. I just love this stupid thing.
It's like a wooden
TM
tube mech.
cubed. Yeah, wooden mech, man. It's like the weirdest shit ever to think about.
It's
and
awesome.
that, in honor of our guest, I got the Vulcan.
Ooh,
Dude, seriously,
awesome.
it's
He's
legit. Not gonna
solid,
lie.
right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. All right, I'm gonna send it off to Mr. Poon Sauce down there, or up there.
Up there, down there, wherever you want to think I am, I'm there. So
You're
first
below
off,
me on
I
my
got,
screen.
First off, yeah, I don't know why I can't speak English, but whatever. First off, I got the Black Cane with the Blotto. Starting to notice a trend there, I guess. So inside of there, I got some Silverback Lola. And then next, I got some of the English is fucking hard. Damn
Come
it.
on, Corey, get with it, dude.
Do you
My Skelly
English?
218 with the Rebirth. Inside of there, I got some peanut butter custard from our buddy Overdrip. And then I got my Cyclone Mods Evo with the gear. And then inside of there, I got a little baby bottle of some squeezed grapefruit. That is all I got. Why don't I pass it down to our two very special guests? What are you guys vaping on?
Go ahead, babe. What do you got? Well, I got my Immortal with my Passage, and as always, my Vengeance. He is my favorite puppy and my favorite liquid.
And I'm rocking the Purge Back to Basics with a Unity profile. Inside
I
of
gotta show
that,
him the really cool artwork on that.
oh yeah, it was done for one of the local shops over here from Steel
Look
Valley.
at that, dude.
And it's beautiful work.
That's sick.
Punked AF.
And then inside of there, we have Bottle of Violence Vanilla Custard.
That's good stuff.
And rocking my other Purge piece with some custom Hagerman engravings for me and the wife for our wedding.
Nice.
With an Asgard 28 and a Gator tip. You gotta have some tip. And inside of there, we have our Benthol.
Benthol.
Benthol. My menthol. Gotta love my baby boy. Yeah.
Benthol.
He's cold, so he has to wear the hat.
Dude,
Yeah,
I love
my
it.
daughter saw the bottles and she's like, "He's wearing a hat. That's awesome."
That was my only request.
Great. And then I have a grip with a Nada RDA and another Gator tip. Inside of there, just good old regular Ben.
Dude, can never go wrong with Ben, bro.
You really can't. I mean, the guava it's not a cat pee.
No.
That's my big thing. It's not cat
It
pee.
is probably one of the best done guava like liquids that I've vaped. Like, it's solid, dude. And like the lemonade that mixes with it, it's great. I love it. I'm out of it.
My last mod is my ultimate favorite. It's my Satan by Immortal,
Ooh.
number 13, because gotta have that with Apocalypse on the top. And inside I've got the bestest little boy, my Velez. He's my cute little trash panda.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I guess that means it's my turn then. I have a couple things tonight. First thing I got, you guys seen it this morning in the cloud check, got my green and black spidered keen with the Cali V2 on top from QP Designs. Inside, rocking some Rescued Vengeance, that banana caramel candy. I've really been I have like a new love affair with this stuff, guys. This is actually a really solid liquid. Wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it at first, but man, it's good. Really liking that. Next setup I got, this is why I was laughing, Clown, because I literally got the same setup, the Blotto on top of the gin, but I don't have the bubble glass. Inside of this,
I didn't realize how big that bubble glass was gonna be. This thing's ridiculous, dude. Takes forever to empty it out too.
For real. Inside I got some of that Burst Duo, this their guava dragon fruit. Of course I got a chop top from DHD on top of there. Next setup I got Shed Time, my Aspen Modco Monarch. Of course got the Redemption on top with another color changing chop top tip from DHD. Inside of this I got another Rescued E-Liquid. Got Velez, that blackberry cornbread pudding. I did a live taste testing of this on the green room on Friday, and as you can see, still vaping on it. Pretty good stuff, guys. It was something that's not normally in like my flavor profile because I don't really do the cornbread pudding vapes, but the blackberry in this just like makes it like a whole nother thing for me. It's like eating like a nice cornbread like muffin with like blackberry jam or something on it, you know what I mean?
Just a little bit smothered on
Just a little bit, you know what I mean? But it's just enough to where like it kind of gets away. It takes a little bit of that corn taste away for me, which is a good thing, because like I couldn't really do just the like regular cornbread pudding from like Country Clouds. It just wasn't for me. But with the blackberry, it's a nice mix. I do enjoy it.
Let's see, how did you try the Country Cloud? RDA or tank?
RDA.
See, I can only do it in an RDA. If I do it in a tank, it's like roasted nuts in my mouth.
Yeah, I do try most things in RDAs first, and then I'll throw it in RTA. But yeah, I think that's it. Actually, I got one more. Got the Cosmonaut 2 on top of the Dreamer. Got another color changing DHD tip and some butterscotch custard from a Man Over Drip, and I'm down to the last little bits of that stuff. And that's pretty much it for me. But I do want to take a quick second here, guys, and do some shout outs to our amazing sponsors. You guys already know OPMH, big shout outs to them guys. If you guys haven't checked them out, did I say that right? Yeah, OPMH. I always get confused sometimes, but OPMH, you guys already know how much we love them. If you guys haven't checked out the Fountain, or the Real Deal Custard line, or Watson, if you guys are looking for some tobacco flavors, they do have a solid award-winning tobacco line. They do also do some distribution. So if you guys are looking for wholesale or anything like that, you could check them out at opmhproject.com. You can check them out there. Of course, another amazing shout out to Independent Vapor Company. You guys know how much we love IVC. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you go over to their site, independentvaporcompany.com. Go check out all their amazing e-liquids and stuff like that. Of course, if you guys are in the Roseville, Michigan area, make your way down to Independent Vapor Company and go check them out. Go shout out our man, Dan Mansfield, aka Oh My Lanta, manager Dansfield, down there at IVC. He's always holding it down. You guys can go check him out, and he's very knowledgeable, and he's just a cool dude just to go talk to. So go check it out, guys. Great shop, great people, and of course we're glad to be partnered up with them. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna switch it up, and we're gonna throw it into that segment, guys, our favorite segment of the week, and it's that time. Poon Sauce, are you ready, bro? It's time for What's in the News, Poon Sauce.
Okay, well, a little bit of updates of Dictator Whitmer is back at it again with her bullshit. She is filing appeals against the judge ruling of pretty much filing the injunction to make the flavor ban out there non-existent temporarily. So she wants the Supreme Court to skip the normal appeal process to hear the case instead of go through the state court process. And as of today, the appeals that she made got denied. I heard that news today. So the appeals that she's putting in there, local judge already freaking denied it. So that's another win for Michigan, pretty much saying, no, you're not doing this. You need to go through the correct process of doing things, because why would we have these processes in place if you are trying to avoid them? That just makes no sense. There's proper channels you have to do to especially ban something. I mean, there's a lot more than just going in front of a TV and saying, we're banning this, and then making executive action out of it and making it a thing instantly and causing thousands of people out of work in a matter of hours. So big shout out to Michigan right now. They got another win on them. So that's awesome. So as of right now, Michigan State, I know Michigan is safe. Unfortunately, Washington as well had their meeting today, and it the meeting got, what was it? I forgot what they, shit, I had it on the tip. I had it and I fucking lost it. What the hell?
Take a second.
Washington, I know they had it to where they got denied, I think, the first try. I think they had, but they, God damn it, this is why I can't talk about things when I don't have the full.
That's why you should have had it pulled up.
Well, because I didn't see it on an actual article. I saw it scrolling through like Twitter and social media. And I know Illinois was supposed to have a hearing today that got canceled. So hearing got canceled, so they're probably going to reschedule it sometime. So that gives the state of Illinois more of an opportunity to get a hold of their legislators and try to give us more time to convince them to be on our side, which is always a good thing. If we can give them more time, then it's all that really matters, because we can get our word out there. And that's pretty much all I got for news and updates with that kind of thing right now. So yeah, Massachusetts is
well, from what I understand, you guys have Charlie Baker has up until today to make some sort of decision. If not, from what I understand, as of Monday, shops can begin to open their doors. From what I understand.
What I've heard is he did not make that decision yet.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens when it comes to that.
We're keeping our fingers crossed for Mass.
Yeah, because I was actually kind of looking up a little bit on that earlier on today.
That would be a big win for them, because
absolutely we need to start seeing some more of these ones happening in other places, that these bans have kind of already come into effect. Of course, as we all know, it's a little bit too little too late for a lot of these shop owners and companies that have unfortunately had to close down shop because of these bans and stuff that have been imposed. But hopefully we can have some of these shops kind of get back to doing their normal thing and opening their doors and continuing business as usual. But of course, guys, we got to continue to fight. We got to continue to contact our representatives. We got to continue to keep calling the White House, let them know where we stand on this. Of course, if you guys didn't know, there is that rally that's coming up in November on the 9th in DC. If you guys are going to be in the area, if you guys can make it out there, definitely make it out there, make it to the rally, let your voice be heard, be a part of the cause, guys. Of course, unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to make it out there just because, you know, it's just not in the books for me right now with work and everything else that's going on. Otherwise, I would 100,000% be out there, guys. But of course, if you're able to make it, please make it out there, guys. The more people that we can get involved with this, the better off we're gonna be. But with all that being said, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Any word about Nassau County? Because they had their hearing today.
Nassau County, I heard about that one. I didn't know. I know Eric was actually at the meeting for Nassau County. I can message him after this and see how.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything quite as of yet of what exactly happened at the hearing. I didn't know that was going on today, but
you want to hear what it is? You'll have to tune in on Wednesday.
Yeah, definitely, guys. If you guys want to get a full hour or sometimes 2 of this segment that we got going on here, you can tune into Poon Sauce's channel on the Poon Sauce McNasty channel here on YouTube's Wednesdays for What's in the News with Poon Sauce and the Angry Hippie. A great show with 2 great dudes that are just passionate about, you know, the industry and passionate about advocating and letting people know what's going on and keeping you guys informed. So definitely go over there and check that out. They kind of go way more into depth than we tend to do here, just because they have a little bit more time dedicated to what they're talking about. So definitely tune into that, guys. It's just a great show, and got to show them some love. Much love to you and Sean over there, Corey, for doing that. You guys kill it every week. But what we're going to do now, guys, we're going to kind of switch it up, and we're going to go ahead and start talking about... sorry, one sec. I got distracted by something right here. It says Lethal Coil said shops cannot open yet. They have been doing work, and it was made official today. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's actually in Mass. So thanks for that info, Lethal. I hadn't had a chance to take a peek at it since I got home from work, but that's a little bit more information there. What we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna go ahead and talk about Rescued and our amazing guests here. Of course, I'm super excited to have them on. I've been talking about them quite a bit the past few weeks because I've been vaping the hell out of their liquids. But what I want to do is I kind of want to just ask you guys how you got your start into vaping in general. Not so much, you know, manufacturing your liquid or starting your line or anything like that. What got you into vaping to begin with? Like, how did that happen?
Actually, my nephew got me into it. I only smoked cigarettes for about a week or 2, and it was when I was about 15. I got diagnosed with Crohn's and colitis, and the medicines weren't working. They were making me sick. I did some research, and I found out that with nicotine, it actually can help some of the intestinal issues. And so I started smoking, hated it. My buddy was from the Middle East, and he invited me over to his house to try his hookah. I was like, I don't do drugs, man. I'm sorry. And he's like, no, it's not. Just come over. I was long conversation, me pretty much calling him out on it. Dad finally told me to come over. He hit me up with a hookah. Fell in love with it. Been smoking my hookah all the way up until a couple of years ago. Nephew came around, and he's like, you got to get off the hookah. It's bad for you. Go to vaping. Sorry, don't suck robot dicks. It's as simple as that. And he's just like, oh no, is there even a vape shop around here? So I took him over to Steel Valley, which is one of the better ones, the only one really. And he's like, I'll buy you a setup. I was like, you're kidding, I'll buy it. Bought the setup, fell in love with it, came back here. She was a pack and a half, 2-pack a day, and that was a battle trying to get her to move over to vaping.
I hated vaping with a passion. I would actually tell my employees when I worked in a restaurant that they couldn't go outside to vape because vaping wasn't smoking, and that, you know, it wasn't the same thing. So they didn't get that right. And, you know, finally, after 25 years of smoking, Nick introduced me to the guys at Steel Valley, and they introduced me to a flavor that I couldn't get enough of. And that's what started it. I the guy told me, don't quit smoking, wean yourself off, go nice and slow, hit your mod a couple times and then try to cigarette. And I caught myself lighting cigarettes to be lighting cigarettes. And I ran out of cigarettes, and Nick said, are you going to go buy some more? And I went, no, I'm good. And that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
A little over that.
That's awesome.
But the funniest thing, though, is you should ask Kelly about the tip sizes that she likes.
So I would go into the vape shop, and they'd hand me their mods, and like any vape shop, hey, try this. And we got to know the guys, and they wanted me to try their juice, because I'm a horrible person. When you ask me what it tastes like, I'll tell you what I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no problems saying, like, that one tasted like dish soap, So they would hand me these mods with these big, giant drip tips on there. I couldn't do it. I felt so dirty hitting big drip tips. But I'm good now. Now I can use regular size drip tips.
She would go to the owner, Will, and she'd be like, do you have any small tips? I only like putting the small tips in my mouth. I don't like putting the big tips in my mouth.
That's what she said.
Right?
Zing.
But that's awesome, man. Like, that's kind of, very similar for a lot of people out there, I'm sure. A lot of people kind of I kind of thought about that too, about vaping at first. I was just like, it's so stupid. You know what I mean? It's just like, whatever. And then, I saw my mom, actually, she's the one that started, vaping. She's the one that got me to vape. And I saw that it actually worked for her. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, even though I think it's stupid and all this, and I really think it looks ridiculous, I'm going to try it. You know what I mean? I really wanted to quit at the time. I just needed to get off smoking cigarettes just for my health. You know what I mean? I have many other issues going on in my life that smoking cigarettes was probably not the best idea. You know what I mean? For anybody, it's not the best idea, but particularly for me. So I was like, I got to give this a try. And it ultimately ended up working. So that's kind of cool, man, just to kind of hear that, after you gave it a shot and you found that one flavor, that both you guys completely kind of flipped. And you were just like, you know what, this is something that actually works. And now,
as many dogs as we do, we go through a lot of dog food. And the first time that I was able to carry a 50-pound bag of dog food up our 13 steps to our front door, I had to call Nick, because I didn't believe it, that I actually made it up the stairs and didn't have to take a break.
And I mean, I was on one of my construction jobs, and I was just like, okay, have a good day, babe. I gotta let you go. And she's like, you don't understand. I didn't have to stop. It's like, okay, I'm gonna let you go back to work now.
Yeah. But no, I understand what you're saying. Like, those first few, like that first week or two after, making that switch, and like kind of, of course you have those first couple days where you're kind of like coughing up like some stuff, and you kind of get like that same sort of situation that you get when you were smoking. But like after like the first week or two, you don't get that anymore. Your sense of smell comes back. You can actually take a full breath, and you know what I mean? It's not like you only filling up like half your lung capacity. You can actually get your full lung capacity, you know what I mean? You're not running out of breath walking from your car to your, like you're saying, or like walking up those 13 steps to your, your door that normally would have winded you because of, the smoking. Like, it's crazy how something like that can just make that big of a difference.
I mean, it was the most awkward moment of my life to realize that I didn't have to take that break anymore, but it was kind of awesome because I was so used to taking that break.
And for me, I was able to start playing my bagpipes again.
That's pretty dope.
And so, I mean, it's just like one of those, like, it kind of made you realize just how bad the cigarettes and even the hookah is.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's one thing too. My sister was really, really into hookah there for a long, long time. To where, like you were saying, it was like all day, every day, they'd go through a couple, heads or whatever they call it. And
I'd go through 5 shishas a night.
Yeah, and it was an every night thing, you know what I mean? And then eventually she ended up picking up vaping, and I don't think she's picked up a hookah since. And even she said that she's notice the difference. You know what I mean? Because like even that's pretty heavy. You know what I mean? And you're like really inhaling that hookah tobacco compared to like a cigarette where it's just a little mouth to lung. You're like taking full lung drags off of that like you would off of a a direct to lung vape.
Yeah, and I never realized just like I always figured that the hookah was better for you just because it didn't have all the chemicals in it. And I mean,
I think that juice stuff is
that's
like
just
this is what I found out afterwards. It's like I thought this like when you open out the pack, the little box you get, and you can just see it like soaked in some kind of liquid. You're thinking, oh, it's just flavoring.
yeah, it's just molasses. That's what you think.
But then you realize like there's a lot of those chemicals that are in cigarettes are in those freaking little.
Yeah, I mean, I still have 8 hookahs here. Like my buddies would buy them and send them to me from the Middle East whenever they would go over there and visit and hang out.
That's how I got introduced to hookah. I have a close friend who's Middle Eastern. They have like 20,000 hookahs at their house. It just came naturally.
I smell chicken.
So, with all this being said, and you telling us how you guys got involved with vaping and all that, the real question is that all 3 of us have is how did that start up Rescued E-Liquid? That's what I'm curious about. How did Rescued E-Liquid become a thing?
So originally, Rescued E-Liquid wasn't actually going to become a thing. It was going to be because at that time we had Mino Dog Vapes, our vape shop, and it was going to be just Mino Dog Vapes, Ben, like how Grim always introduces it. And we started thinking about it. We were going through a legit co-packer. We had all the TP, everything. We had all of it figured out and done. And it's like, do we really want to be known as just a house juice, or do we want to? We're already at the next level where we could be technically a decent juice line, liquid line. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we were talking to a buddy, and Kelly came over to me, and she's like, "Let's name it Rescued." She's like, we rescue the dogs. We donate from the shop. We can donate from the line. We can just pretty much do a double whammy. And it's like, okay. And then the way that the actual juice itself came around. So my first liquid that I ever vaped was Guerrilla Warfare 556. Hooked on it for a year and a half. Nothing but that. And then I met the guys, and they introduced me to their sister line, Corso Blue, their strawberry lemonade. Oh, 556 was long gone because of that. And I was like, hey, you know what if we mix the 2 together, some guava and some lemonade? And then that became Ben. And the other reason behind it is that we wanted to make sure we could put out a product that you could sell for just the normal price and know that you're getting a decent liquid and not going to get ripped off.
Like, how did you guys first get into like making liquid? Was it when before Rescued even happened? How did you guys like get into like, okay, I'm going to create these flavors and kind of go into the whole process of, okay, this is going to be good. This is going to be shit. This is going to be good. This is going to be shit.
Oh, we have a lot of shit juices that are back here in the corner that you can't see. It's like an entire postal priority mailbox, 63 60 ml bottles of just nothing but horrible concoctions that we came up with.
It started off with Nick accidentally mixing 2 flavors together and going, well, that's actually not bad.
Did it on purpose.
And then we got some liquids and some BGPG and all that stuff, and we decided, we're going to play around with this, and we created our own recipes. And then we went to someone else and our co-packer and said, you know what, we want this flavor, can you make it just like this? And they worked with us, and that's how we got the flavors. I mean, it all started by accident.
What was the first one?
Ben
was the first one? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ben is the literal OG Rescue, OG Juice, OG everything.
He is 1,000,000 years old, so that makes sense.
And like we ended up switching co-packers because we were getting screwed, and like really, really bad, to where it was taking 6 to 9 weeks to get an order for 400 bottles. And the new co-packer, we gave him all the recipes, and he just looked at us and he's like, why would you do guava lemonade? Why would you? Everybody does a strawberry kiwi. You don't need a strawberry kiwi. And it's like, everybody does do a strawberry kiwi. And there was one that I really liked, and they stopped producing it. And so I was like, I want to be close to it, but at the same time, I want to put our spin on it. I wanted to try and make it a little bit more kiwi than strawberry. Like, none of our flavors are everyday flavor or normal flavors that you think of besides the strawberry kiwi. I mean, who the hell puts blackberry jam on cornbread pudding?
Dude.
Well, the strawberry kiwi got the flavor because if you look at the picture, he is the cutest dog in the world. He's half German Shepherd, half Husky. And he's actually our only not rescue dog. And everyone kept saying, oh, I'm going to steal your dog. I want your dog. And we, with the flavors being similar to what the dog's personalities are, we thought, well, what's a flavor that everyone wants, that everyone loves, that everyone's going to steal because it's just so good? And we decided that strawberry kiwi was the way to go because everyone loves strawberry kiwi.
Mm-hmm.
And your guys' strawberry kiwi, it's solid too. What I love about it is that it's not crazy, overpoweringly sweet. It's something that you could vape all day and not get like that sugary like coating in your mouth that you can get from a lot of like fruit vapes or like real sweet types of vapes. Was that something that you were aiming for with that?
For all of our juice, that was the big thing. I mean, I wanted to make sure that none of our juices were Squirrel Killers. Now, the one you're on, Vengeance, and the Les, those are the worst of all my flavors for Squirrel Killers. Every flavoring besides those two actually has less than 1% sweetener in it, and including the strawberries and strawberry kiwi. And that's just because I got tired of switching out coils.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get me wrong. There's like, what is it? Twist, the pink punch lemonade.
Yeah.
Love it. But dude, does that destroy freaking coils?
Yeah, dude, and cotton.
When you get a beautiful set of coils, like I actually, for our wedding present, I got a beautiful set of coils from Words.
British?
For British eyes only. Sorry, sometimes words don't work for me. I got a beautiful set of coils for British eyes only and this really awesome bracelet. I don't know if you can see it.
Nice.
It's actually an alien bracelet.
It's alien.
Yeah, I seen your picture you put up on Instagram.
It's really, really cool.
Boom.
That is sweet.
Yeah. I don't want to lose my coils because my juice is crap.
Yeah.
So with the Les and Vengeance, there is 1% sweetener in it. So it's still not like, oh my God, what the hell are you doing? But to me, it's at that level to where it's like, I'm not doing anymore. Just because of the fact that I don't want a super sweet juice that's going to just wreck everything. I mean, with Ben, I can go through an entire 60 ml bottle, if not two, before I have to change my cotton.
Dude, I literally vaped almost an entire 60 ml of Ben through the Blotto on the same wicks.
Yeah.
Just powering through it, dude. I couldn't get enough of it. So much, like, this is literally the same build, but I just switched it up and put the Burst Duo on top of it. Just because I ran out.
I burped. I burped, and she's like, what is that?
Oh.
Apparently
What did you eat?
I'm like,
she's like, it smells like chicken. I don't eat chicken.
I don't know.
That would be salsa, chips, and benthol.
Well,
What a mixture. What a mixture.
Oh, God.
Watch for Dad because Ben's downstairs.
We'll hear him.
Okay.
Yeah, our dad's coming over for a little bit. And so we left Ben loose, and I told him, I was like, yeah, the door's unlocked. Come on in.
You'll know when he's here because Ben will let you know?
Oh, yeah.
It depends if he's awake.
Okay.
Like I said, he's old, so he's losing hearing, eyesight, and
he tries.
Yeah.
Would you guys mind sharing the story about Ben that you guys shared with us beforehand? Because I feel like it's a pretty cool story.
So we went to Midwest over in Cleveland, and I was just booth hopping. You're at a vape show. What you gonna do? She's on the phone and hanging out with the guy that we call Dad. He's not really our dad. He's the man that took us under his wings when it came to vaping. So we give him all the credit and respect we can because of that. And I come back over and he's like, "You're gonna die. It's a mean old dog. It's a mean ass old dog." And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, "Dude, Kelly's getting a mean old dog." And it's like, we have 3. We're good. We're not getting another mean old dog. We have 3, and they're all of them are just, they're stupid.
Yeah.
They're sweet dogs, but they're stupid. And so I see Kelly, and she's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to Cleveland tomorrow."
No, Columbus.
No, Columbus. Yeah, sorry, we were in Cleveland. She's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to Columbus tomorrow." I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "Oh no, but first we have to go home back to West Virginia." It's like, okay. And I was like, "Are we getting a dog?" And she's like, "Yeah, he's not bad. You know, he doesn't like girls. He doesn't like dogs. He doesn't like kids. He doesn't like anything."
And I said, it'd actually be easier to tell you what he does like. Men, and that's it.
And so like we see this dog, and I see him, and he's literally just wagging his tail at me, and it's like, okay, he's not that bad. And we get into the truck, and Kelly's just like grabbing on me. She's like, "Oh, thank you for going." And he is just grumbling and growling, and it's like, fuck, we're gonna die. We are gonna die on the way home. And it's like I told her, I was like, "Stop touching me." And she's like, or Poon Sauce asked, like, "Which one did you want to stop touching you?" I was like, "Both."
Yeah.
Not that I'm needed to come near me at all. I'm sorry, that was my foot. And
Nick's turned off lights. You're not allowed to see us anymore.
And boom.
And we're back.
And so, you know, she stops touching me. Ben chills out. And she's like, "It can't be that bad." And she just reaches over and starts rubbing my arm again. And his front 2 paws are now on the center console, and he's in my ear going, and it's like, fuck. I get bit. We're going to crash. We're going to die. It's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Well, everyone said, "Why would you want such a mean old dog?" And I said, "You don't put down your grandma because she gets old. Why would you put down your dog?"
I mean, and that's our logic behind it. I mean, our goal is we are saving to that way we can actually open up a large breed old dog retirement home. So that way, let's say you have a Mastiff, he's 10 years old, you can't take care of him because the medical bills are too high. We already have a vet that's volunteered all the time that we need with her, so that way she can either take care of them with the medical and all that. And Kelly and I have no problem giving a dog all the dogs in the world, all the love they need. Don't have to pay anything. You literally can just come, drop the dog off, come visit whenever you want to, play with the dogs. And I mean, that's our main goal.
And if you want, we'll even send you pup dates.
That's awesome.
What made you guys want to, like how you did it with the shop that you guys were like donating to the Humane Society? What made you guys want to donate to the Humane Society with your liquid?
I'm obsessed with dogs.
She is obsessed with dogs. That is true. But the other thing is that no matter what rescue, Humane Society you go into, SPCA, anything, they don't have enough love. They don't have everything they need. I used to volunteer at one a couple of years ago, about 20 minutes away from here, and it was constantly they were short on food. And so us workers were literally going out and with our money buying food for the dogs, so that way the dogs could eat for a couple more days before the next shipment came. And it wasn't because they weren't ordering enough. It's just because financially these places can't make it on their own.
Yeah.
And if we don't help, then who is? I mean, dogs don't do anything. Cats don't do anything. They just want to give you love. That's my biggest thing.
A lot of times animals will get put down because they're out of space. And that was our goal, was to make sure that, so they might only be taking up literally that cage. They're not taking up anything else. We'll pay for the adoption fee. We'll pay for the food, so that way it's not an inconvenience anymore. The dog's paid for it. You just have to house it,
And a lot of the shelters we found out over here say they're no-kill shelters. It's a damn lie. What they do is they won't kill the dog. They won't put the dog down, euthanize it or anything. They'll send it to another facility that does it for them. And so that way their hands are clean, because guess what? We didn't put the dog down. Somebody else did.
Passing the buck. That's terrible.
Yeah.
And what we found out is if we go in and we sponsor the dogs, so we'll go into a place and we'll find the oldest dog there. We'll sponsor it. We'll supply it with 6 months worth of food. And with that, they can't transfer the dog. They can't put the dog down. All they can do is when somebody comes through and says, I like that dog a lot, that what they'll do is they'll do the full background check. They'll do the full 9 yards on the person to make sure that they're safe for the dog and the dog's safe with them. And then they'll be like, the dog was already paid for. Congratulations. If you want to give us the money, you still can. It goes towards food or just necessities for the place. Other than that, the people that paid for it just said, have a great day, and they request a picture.
We've got a question here in chat from Cloud King Cody. He says, where are you guys located?
We are located over in Weirton, West Virginia. We used to be in Toronto, Ohio.
Okay.
But when we closed down our shop, we moved everything warehouse-wise to our house.
So if you look at West Virginia and it's shaped like this,
with a big middle finger,
we're up here at the top in between Ohio and Pennsylvania.
Gotcha.
What it's shaped like, isn't it? I mean, it's what it's shaped like.
Yeah,
I'm not wrong.
It's definitely
that works. Hey, it gets your point across.
Literally.
So, for people out there like in chat that may want to grab a hold of your liquid, is there like online sites that they can get it from? Do you guys have a site yourselves that they can order from?
Yeah, we actually have we have it set up with rescuedeliquid.com so that people can go online. Normal everyday consumers can go online. Shops can go online and create logins. They don't even have to create a login if they don't want to leave personal information. And I get that 100%. They can reach out to us on Facebook. Vape USA carries us. Mr. Vape USA carries us. Milford Distribution carries us. And check your local shops because a lot of local shops are trying to pick us up.
And if they don't have us, tell them.
I'm actually gonna be taking a couple of these bottles into the shop my sister works at here locally and let them try it out and see if they'd be interested in bringing it in. And I have a tough time getting that guy to bring in, some stuff. You gotta really twist his arm around because he's kind of stuck in his ways. But dude, I definitely think you guys have a solid line that would fly off their shelves if they got it in there. That's
just
for sure.
ask them. You like puppies,
right?
Because mine is about puppies, and if you don't like puppies, then you're a communist.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, we reached out to, our thing is we're not going to Hound Stores. We'll reach out to you once. If you say call us back in a week, okay, we'll call you back. If after about 2 times of doing that, I used to be a shop owner. I get the idea you're not interested right now. We had one store reach out to us and Kelly was talking to them. And I told her, I was like, we already talked to the store. She's like, yeah, but he's actually ready to purchase now. So down in Texas, the Caterpillar e-juice line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zach stores, the 5 stores
Max
he has.
Zach's.
Yeah, Max and Zach's will be in his 5 stores coming up by the end of this week, beginning of next.
Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, guys, if you guys haven't checked them out, you can go to rescuedeliquid.com. Go check them out there. It's rescuedeliquid.com, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Yep. Go check them out, guys.
Olivia put the link on the chat if you guys want to check that out.
Yeah, there you go. You got the website, got the Facebook group right there. You guys check them out there. I did see you guys have hats too, which are pretty dope. I'm gonna have to go and grab me one of them.
Need to grab me a rescued hat.
Yeah, dude, they're dope.
We rock hats on this show except for Poon.
All of the hats.
Your 12 monkeys hat.
And we do rescue more than just dogs. So that's why I have my snake here. She is one of our rescues. She's 7 years old, California king snake. She was in an environment where she was basically stuffed in a Tupperware dish. And that's where they kept her. So now she hangs out with us.
Nice. That's cool. So not only are they rescuing dogs, guys, but they're rescuing all kinds of animals. Great cause, the great liquid line, and not only is it just like a solid line just to pick up and try, but like Corey was saying, they do donate to the Humane Society, so you're able to help out rescues just by buying a bottle of juice. Some of those proceeds are going to go to the rescues, guys. How awesome is that?
How much do you guys donate of your sales to the Humane Society?
So 15. So 15 of either consumers or wholesale will donate.
That's awesome.
So that's cool, guys. Anybody in chat who goes on their website and purchases, you can know that your money you're giving them is getting donated to a great cause. And If that's not a reason to pick up their liquid, I don't know what is.
We're actually going to go sponsor the adoption of of a dog this weekend. So
That's
Yes.
awesome.
In honor of the guys from Zax and Max. Max and Zax. One day I'll get it right. Words.
Awesome.
Introduce Dad.
Yeah, did you want to meet Dad?
Dad's here.
Sure.
Come on, Dad. Come say hi. So he has to come right here, real close to the snake, because he loves snakes.
Oh, fuck.
Well, how's it going, man?
How's it going, man?
This is Dad. He's
Also
like-
known as Will.
you just call him Dad.
Just
Yeah.
calm down.
No.
All right.
He's the one I was telling you about that took us underneath his wings.
Very
Yeah, he's
nice.
always-
Well, it's awesome to meet you, man. Because let me just tell you, like, the guidance that you've given these guys has been pretty awesome for what they've done with their line and stuff like that. So if they've gotten the advice from you for starting this up and getting this going, dude, you did right by them, man, because they're doing it well.
Thank you. Well, I try to educate as much as I possibly can because, I mean, you got to be safe.
Absolutely. That's what we're big about here is, educating about safety when it comes down to, using your mods and stuff like that, to just educating about things that are going on in the industry when it comes down to regulations. Like, that's where we kind of come to Corey with the what's in the news. And, and every now and then we just kind of like to hang out and just like hear cool stories about like when they went to go pick up Ben and like, how we all get into vaping and those sort of things. So these are the moments that I really like doing these shows, is getting to like conversate with new people that I've had a few conversations with you guys back and forth like through like DMs on Instagram and stuff like that, but actually getting a chance to sit down and like talk to you guys with like almost like that face-to-face type of experience, and you kind of gets to let the people see a little bit of who you guys are as people behind the brand and like understand like why it is you guys do what you do, and shows that there are people that are in this for the right reasons. And not only are they, making these lines to, help them out, to do whatever they need to do with their life, but you guys are also taking a moment to, take what you guys are getting out of this and giving that forth to, like the rescues, to like the Humane Society and stuff like that. That's awesome. And it's just one of the things about this vape community that I love is, even though we're vape centric, like that's where we kind of all like organized around, we're all about helping in other aspects of life. Like there's been quite a few suicide prevention streams that have happened through the community since I've been involved. So, like you guys donating to rescues too. I know like there's a lot of people that donate to, like veterans and stuff like that, and that are involved in the industry, like Ranger Vapes. I believe a big portion of what he makes goes back to the veterans and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I really, really like hits home with me when it comes down to you guys' liquid, is because not only are you guys, putting something out there for us as vapors to enjoy as consumers, but you're also, taking some of what you get from it and putting it to something that's more than yourself. And that right there just shows me that you guys deserve my business. Not only do you have a solid line, but what you guys do with your company is awesome. And I just wanted to bring you guys on and let people out there know about you guys and kind of get a little bit of a backstory to what you guys do, because I really feel like people like you need to get the recognition that I feel you guys deserve, because you guys are doing it right and you're doing great things. And you got a solid liquid line, like super solid.
So I got a random question.
Absolutely.
Who wants to see Dad hold a snake?
I do, because I feel like it'll be fun.
Everybody here wants you to.
X1 in chat.
X1 if you want to see Dad hold a snake.
Like
X1, come on, guys.
Oh, I hate you guys. I hate you all.
this snake, she doesn't eat live. So if you were to put a live rat in her cage, she would have no idea what to do. She'd hide.
It ain't got legs.
Oh, we got one X1. Do we got any more out there? Or is there only one? Lando can't be the only one watching. There's another X1.
Yep. See?
See?
All the
There
guys-
is that slight delay, so I always gotta
Our
account for
lovely
that.
hosts have requested this.
See, I'll hold.
Oh, there they come.
Oh,
I'll even hold the head away from you.
Vaping Irish said, "X1, I want to hold the snake." But well, Irish, you're in Ireland.
Well, that's okay. One day we'll go to Ireland and
I got
Look, he's like, I'm gonna hold it.
Ah.
Ah. You know what? That'll work. That'll work. Close enough.
We'll take that.
We'll take it.
I hate you.
I'm
You
glad
should.
we didn't have the big snake
Oh,
out.
it's gonna be so much fun working together.
So yeah, so with my shop closing, Dad invited me to come and start working for him over at Steel Valley. He's actually the home shop that we've always gone to.
That's awesome.
He's the one that got me to quit smoking.
That is
And also-
awesome, man.
And also got her to move from, the small tips to big tips.
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
Hey, that's
Hey,
what I
little
was
tips are
always...
still good.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna bring a pet snake to the shop.
There you go.
You need to put that on
It'll
Instagram.
be
or
the
something.
mascot.
In that day.
That's okay.
That'll be interesting.
We'll bring the big snake.
We'll bring the big snake.
Oh, you can go fuck yourself.
He said, I ain't having the big snake. We ain't doing the big snake.
No, I wouldn't do that to him. The first time, or not one of the first times, one of the last times he was actually over at our shop before we closed down. Kelly was walking around with a snake. So Dad got hurt in a car accident a while ago, pretty bad with his leg, and so he's mobile, but he limps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the gimp dad.
He has a cool cane and everything.
But Kelly was walking around with a snake, and I guess he didn't realize it at first, and she was standing right next to him with it.
And I did one of these things.
And I have never seen that man run before that day.
He lost the limp and everything, huh?
Oh,
He
yeah.
was out of there.
Like,
He is
like-
gone. Oh, that's awesome. Well,
That's
I
the way to
actually
get
have
kicked back to your
one
stuff.
more question for you guys real quick too. Where's the shop located? Still Valley Vapor. So if people out there that may be watching, maybe in the area, can come down and check you guys out.
Well, we're located in Wintersville, Ohio. It's actually probably about like a half hour, 45 minutes outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So we're real close to the border. It's basically more of Steubenville, Ohio, if you've ever heard of that.
I'm not too familiar with Ohio, but I'm sure people that are in that area probably would recognize that.
There's some stuff out there about Steubenville, unfortunately, plus some good stuff. Like Dean Martin came from Steubenville, and Tracy Lords also.
Okay.
And RZA actually grew up in Steubenville for a little bit when he was a kid. His mom lived in New York. His dad lived in Steubenville and had a shop in Pittsburgh in the Hill District.
Very interesting. Learn something new every day, guys.
That's
I like
why you
that.
gotta take care of the old people.
Absolutely. Hey, you know what, man? You get some of the coolest stories and like some of the like genuine information from people that have been around the block once or twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I enjoy having those conversations, sitting down with people that maybe have like 10, 20, 30 years on me, because a lot of times they've got some pretty damn cool stories.
What is it, like 20 years?
No,
Something like that.
no, you're only 42.
Well, thank you.
44. Okay, my bad. I was close.
We give him a hard time.
So, I mean, he's only 9 years older than us, so he just got really busy when he was a kid.
Hey, man.
Gotta put
To
in
each
work.
their own, I guess. But of course, we are running down to the last few minutes of the show here, so I do want to go around and do some quick updates. Corey, you want to talk about anything coming up on your channel for the people? Let them know what's going on this week.
Yeah, definitely. If you want to tune back in to this previous Saturday, you can check out the most previous episode of What's Your Story. I had the amazing, the wonderful Saddle Horse Blues on, so that was an awesome time to get to talk to him a little bit. So if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that out. It's a fun little hour show that we did. And then this Wednesday, of course, me and Sean, 7:30 Central. You know where we're gonna be. And then this Saturday, I won't have a What's Your Story going on because I will be traveling. I am going to Detroit to hang out with some Canadians and Mr. Oh My Danta.
The old IVC meetup.
Yep.
So actually, this is a good time to kind of let people know. If you guys are in the Roseville, Michigan area this Saturday coming up, Poon Sauce, Dan, and a lot of other Stooges from the Stooge Crew community are going to be doing a meetup over there at IVC. You guys going to headquarters? Going to
Roseville, yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys are in the Roseville, Michigan area and want to go pop into the shop on Saturday and go, possibly meet up with Corey and Dan and all the rest of the crew going down there, like my man Overdrip, who's on the show with me over there on the Green Room on Fridays, is going to be there with Mr. Sammy Nitro and a couple
We
other
got
people.
Mr. Brian, the Vaping Canadian, coming down with us too.
Yeah, guys. So definitely, if you're in the area, make it down to the shop. Go say what's up, all that good stuff, and definitely tune in for what's in the news on Wednesday. Clown, what you got going on, bro? Any updates or anything you want to tell the people about?
Videos. Hopefully we get to do Wolf Bite. Last week was kind of a shitstorm for us. I was running late from work and needed a personal day, honestly. But just on Clown Vapes, we're doing a Halloween sale through the 31st. Use code Halloween for 15% off. And as of November 1st, clownvapes.com is no more, just due to personal things. So take advantage. The 15% off is for Coils and Mr. J's. So, yeah.
Very nice, guys. So, yep, definitely go check out Clown over there on his channel, KVTV. You can definitely go follow all of us on our various social media accounts and all that. Those are all down in the description as well. And of course, Liv has been posting them throughout the show. Of course, I do want to take this moment to thank Rescued. Thank you, Nick and Kelly and Dad, for popping in and hanging out with us. It was a great time, and it was just a pleasure getting to meet you guys and chat with you and get to know a little bit more about Rescued Eliquid and how that all started. You guys are awesome, and I love what you're doing over there. So, just glad to have you on.
Thank y'all very much. We appreciate it, and we love being on.
Absolutely. We'd definitely love to have you guys on, in the future. If you guys got anything new coming up or anything you want to talk about, or if you just want to just pop on and hang out, sometime, you're more than welcome to come and hang out here. We'd love to have you on. Like I said, it was definitely a blast having you guys on this time around. And if you guys haven't checked out Rescued Eliquid, go check it out. Go try Ben, which is one of my all-time favorites from the line. That's probably my favorite. But honestly, all the liquids in their line I have tried are absolutely delicious. Not only are the liquids delicious, but part of that, percentage of that is going to a great cause, going to the Humane Society, helping, a lot of rescues and stuff like that. So definitely support them, guys. And like I said, thank you so much for joining us. This is going to be the end of the episode. We're going to go ahead and, cut it just a few minutes early this week because I do have a couple things I got to go and do real quick that I forgot about before the show. But, I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. You guys know how we do it. We're going to go ahead and send it out with all those positive vibes, crisp high fives, and as always, let's just vape on, Ohmies.